start Audio Junkies, and what did you learn from that?
Audio Junkies, that's just for, it's called foley, so you put effects to, like a nice way to put it is if you watch a movie or a production like Transformers or Batman and stuff like that, so during those movies you've got the most killer sound effects, and it's all foley, and it's not something you capture on set all the time. I mean, actually 80% of the time none of it's caught on set because there's too much bleed from traffic, or there's alarms or sirens, you know the whole story, or there's bleed, and so what you do is...
real robots running
they
around.
aren't real robots. You know?
Yeah, you know.
Just saying. That's funny. Yeah, so you would exactly that, recreate a freaking 10-ton robot turning from a, semi-truck into a robot.
Yeah,
so those sounds are really cool to explore. I mean, and then using your imagination to actually think what it would sound like if you were standing there is a whole other thing. So it's like steel and metal and it weighs a lot and there's tar underneath, so you get chunky sound and you get small detailed sounds of steel rubbing on steel. So that's
really
a good
cool,
thing about
man.
it. Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's fun and like
you get to experiment with all kinds.
Oh
of
yeah,
things.
no, that's awesome. Yeah, I actually did recreate once in Logic, it was actually a track. It was a dubstep track at the time, and it started off with like a whole scene from Transformers, whatever. And I just tried to recreate them transforming from the car into the robot, and actually, there's a lot of sounds that go behind that stuff, and and obviously also with commercials and stuff, we do a lot of lip sync, so we get people in to come and redo what they did on set, but it wasn't captured well enough, so you got your lip sync, and you still got your foley, obviously. Everyone knows what I'm talking about in advertising all the time on a picture. Yeah. So you got to recreate the guy walking down the hall and walking upstairs and closing the door, sniffing, sneezing. That's fun. That's just really, really cool. I mean, apart from composing the music, that's like it's like an aftertouch. But believe it or not, that actually makes everything work.
Yeah.
It's massive. Without foley, you can actually get disturbed. There's actually Rob was actually telling me there was a movie that was out of sync by half a frame or a frame.
Oh, that drives me nuts.
Yeah, it drives people crazy.
Yeah.
And that stuff's important. So just matching your eyes to the sound it's important. So because you walk around like that every day and you wouldn't expect anything less from something you're watching on the screen.
It would freak you out. Yeah.
Freak you out, exactly.
Yeah. What has been one of your most challenging technical experiences you've ever had?
Okay, it was literally, like I said earlier now, when I got thrown in deep end. Andrew's wife was having a kid, and I got thrown into it was a lunch bar I had. It was an old song from the 60s, I think. What was it called? Wow. Anyway, super old school song. It was all live, so it was live orchestra, live brass, live everything, and I hadn't recorded anything live. And I just saw what Andrew had done. And he told me before he left, use these marks, do that, use this on the drum kit, use this on the brass. And then obviously I had Rob with me there at the time, and Lorraine, who's she's a prodigy on the keyboard and the piano.
Yeah.
She's amazing. And they helped me everything, but the recording went down. It was crazy because I had about 2 days to mix and master everything, and I nailed all the sounds. Recorded all the strings, recorded all the brass, the drum kit, everything turned out fine. But that was, even just alone to get a 60s, or even from the 50s to 60s, that's such a specific sound, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we're so evolved with the software now, it still doesn't matter. Some of that software cannot pull off the stuff you hear from 50s onwards up until 70s,
Analog
80s.
versus digital.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
It's a thing. But that was actually that just prepared me for everything. I mean, there was tons of tracks in the software. And I was nervous and stuff, but in the end, that was my hardest job, and I got it to sound, and this wasn't just a sound like it had to sound exactly like the reference. I had the rights, I had everything, so I was in there and I did it, so it was cool. And then everything,
I'm sure you got like, How do you train your ear to hear the subtle nuances in music? Because that's very important when you're editing.
Yeah, it definitely is, but there comes a time. That's like a long process, and if it's blatant then you can hear it, and it's like a cut or something. Obviously you can hear that always shouldn't be in the music industry at all. But small things like like clips you'll definitely hear, but like volume differences, like one decibel at a time, you'll never hear it until maybe your fifth or fourth no, fifth, sixth year, to be honest.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it. Every time someone said drop it at TV, which is 1 decibel,
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, I don't hear any difference. But now I can hear that difference.
See, that's amazing.
It is amazing. And then obviously when we, so like we were talking now, when you're recreating the track, so they've got the rights now, and you have to make it exactly the same, so you have to re-record. So Andrew also taught me really well on this. He taught me how to sort of break down the listening pattern, and here I was actually playing in the song, because most of the time you listen to the song when it's complete and it's just coming into your ears. But if you listen closely, there's a dude in the back of the hall playing a old like steel string, and there's a guy on the right side of the hall in the back playing on a bad amp nylon string. You know, and you start to like get in the song, you're like, cool. So then those are the session guys you get in, and that's how those things are important, because if you're trying to replicate that mix exactly the same, you need that stuff.
Yeah, and the panning, like,
of course.
Oh my god.
Panning, filtering, distortion. I mean, all the stuff in the old days, all distorted, it's all analog, and that's actually it's done on tape and chord engine. It sounds the best. And I mean, most of today's artists, even though they're digital, relay their stuff back onto analog before they print it.
Some people just love that, authentic feeling.
Exactly.
And,
the sound, there is a massive difference between digital sound and analog sound, even though the digital stuff is closing in on that, because they've got some really good software lately, but still, analog
it's
still.
something to do with like the speed rate, right? The processing rate or something like that.
It will be. That's more or less the same. You won't be able to tell the difference with that, but it is bit rate and stuff like that. The bit rate's a bit less on the analog stuff, which actually gives it a bit more of that nice roundy feeling like you're on a record. It's a nice sound. So
what did you enjoy about working on the ABSA campaign with Jeremy Lukes?
Oh, that was cool. Obviously enjoyed him in the studio with me. We had some laughs, chill guy. It was a bit challenging. Well, actually it wasn't challenging, it was fun and challenging, which is fun. Which is awesome. But because we had tons of coins that I had to sort of replace the drum track with, and most of the song with coin sounds. So there had to be a groove with a coin sound, with a bunch of coin sounds. So I tracked in Rob in the studio, we dropped coins in steel, we dropped coins on wood, we rubbed coins together, we took like a banky of coins and we dropped them.
Wow.
And in the end I had enough sounds to like spread across the keyboard and make like a full-on
instrument,
kit. Make an instrument.
Yeah.
So that went down well, and then we kept like more or less the original vocals on, even though we recorded them here. But the vocals sounded awesome over that. For the website part of the whole ABSA campaign, I had to lay out separates for them, because now what they're going to do is they're going to make it interactive for the people that visit the site. So you can start playing exactly like remix. You can start playing one instrument at a time and choosing what instrument you want to come in with. So
I like it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it's quite a mission for me, because I've got to make a different type of mix just for that, which is cool. But I mean, you just got to break down the mix, like you bounce out the drums alone, you send them out alone, you send out the guitars alone, give them all the stems to that stuff, and the vocals separate, and the jingle at the end, the ABSA jingle separate, and
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
You've become a respected producer. How does it feel for you to work with artists like Ringo?
Yeah, awesome. And like again, I always like to stay super humble to the artist as well, because they know what sound they like and what they've been doing for years, and he's his stuff's so broad. It's like it's African, contemporary, R&B, soul-y. It's like
gospel sometimes.
Gospel, exactly, and like he incorporates it all in, and I love listening to him saying what he wants, because you can never learn enough as a producer and engineer, especially if the artist knows exactly what he wants. Obviously you can help him out with the sounds and stuff and get everything going quicker, but it's nice to work with people that are super talented, so they get the stuff done, and they like, even with the mixing, I mean, to get emotion across in songs, especially stuff where emotion is a lot, or a lot of presence in the song, and that mix is, I know it sounds weird, but it really does depend on the mix. To get like with his stuff, some of his vocals are like super personal, so they have to be like dry and in your face, and the rest of the band's like a little bit burped up and in the background, and that like really helps on like getting that message across, especially if it's like a love song, obviously, or like a sexy, soul-y, so he's cool. He's an amazing guy. He's super talented as well. Plays, the djembe, the bongos, the guitar, the keyboard. He can main vocals, or main instruments is vocals.
What advice would you give to artists who are either starting their own studios, wanting to get into producing?
it's a very tough one. Look, I mean, everyone starts from a certain place where they've got, like, let's say, a laptop at home.
Yeah.
And look, you can get stuff done on it. There will be a struggle to get some certain sounds that you want and certain things that you need, because obviously everything costs money, and you know the software you need is pricey as it is, and there's a limit on the stuff that's free, and everyone knows that. I mean, we work on Pro Tools here, Pro Tools HD, which is pricey on its own. I mean, it's from Avid, and everyone knows the story with Avid. It's very pricey. Logic also, the full version X is pricey, and but if you have the talent, you can still get it across. So if you are going to do stuff, start just your studio slowly, and obviously you're going to have to save. But if you do want to get your own stuff down, I don't know, save for like an EP, do like a 2, 3, 4 track EP, until you can start recording your own stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't want to just sit and not play and waste your talent because you've got nothing to record it on.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, at least save and get someone who's keen to record for you, you know.
At least make a demo or something.
Make a demo, exactly.
Yeah.
And you never know. I mean, maybe the place you go make a demo at, you end up working at, you learn anyway, you know.
Yeah.
And even if you do, like, I mean, if you do have your basics, let's say you do have like a Logic XFM with a laptop and a sound card, a few mics, you can definitely make stuff happen. I mean, David Guetta makes tracks in the plane on his laptop.
Yeah, no,
on his way to, everybody does that. I mean, some of us engineers that do the recreation of songs don't know how some of the guys get the sounds. And in the meantime, back at the ranch, and I do that. They're just slapping stuff on the timeline, and we trying to go, like, well, what did he do there? And he, you know, if it flashback to him, he's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just slapping this stuff on.
Just
that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here, we're like, yes, what a nice sound. Right? That happens all the time. So
that's the magic of just creating music.
no, it is.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, that's why. I mean, everything will just that technology is just like lapping itself. So it's gonna fly, and yeah.
What do you love about your career?
That is obviously music every day, because that's what I love. Lucky to be doing it as a career, obviously. Like, I love work. I don't even brag about how much I love work, because I'm scared that I'll jinx it or something. You know,
don't let your ego get in the way.
Exactly. When you're gonna touch work, because you're like, everyone's complaining about the job, you're like, oh, I love my job. I love it. Seriously, I do. But I do.
Yeah.
And, you know, you don't want to go. I couldn't be luckier. I've been coming to work, playing drums, recording guitar, making tracks in the free time that I have, because I produce here when I'm not working on anything.
Oh, cool, man.
Produce at home. I mean, I get.
Oh, do you have a home setup as well?
Yeah, I've got a small home setup with
cool.
Studio monitors, laptop, a Mac, some controllers, guitars. You know, just get the basics done and come mix it up here.
Okay, like it.
So yeah, that gets a lot of my personal stuff done, and then when we're not busy, I mix and master each other, and it helps. And obviously, I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, even if I wasn't working in a studio like this, I'd still be making music at home.
Yeah.
So, because I'm still passionate about music. So now it's like I wake up and I just come to music again anyway. So it's amazing. I love it. It's the best for me. It's the best career. I mean, I couldn't picture myself doing anything else. Honestly, no desk job or no anything else actually.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, I'm super happy.
Okay. Could you tell me a little bit more about the music that you compose for yourself?
Yeah, it's all electro stuff. So it's across the board. It'll go from house to drum and bass. So it'll be like house, deep house, trance, you know, dubstep, or minimal drum and bass. So it's all the electro styles that I like to, like, you know, you use all of them.
Yeah.
I don't want to stick to just one genre. You know?
No, man. Whatever you can do, just go for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like to make electro stuff. Like I said, I still play live drums and all the stuff that's electro. I mean, I won't fall away from that. I mean, playing for rock bands helped me do this, and vice versa. Even producing helped me play in rock bands, and there's a lot of like guitar and all electro stuff you hear today. Anyway, if it's commercial stuff like I said, or David Guetta, or you know, whatever you hear today, it's all mixed now. Like we were saying, I mean, if you could take all your genres and you could put it together and make something that sounds cool, then why not? I mean, you know, it's the way.
Linkin Park and
no, exactly. Yeah, I mean, they were strictly rock at the stage, and then they had that Reanimation album or something, and it was half electro, half this, and then that's from there. Not just them, but all those artists that started to like dabble in the electro side. Now everything is mainstreaming on that side, but well, the big hits. I mean, all the big hits are your commercial dance tracks, and that's reliant on tech stuff. You can't just have your live band anymore. It doesn't work like that. You know, maybe for your live shows and stuff, and if you're a country band or a gospel band, it's a different story, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I said, we still record artists that are full band, they don't want any synths in it.
Yeah,
no drum replacements, it's a raw sound, which you do, and most of our briefs are like that, and we do that, but my stuff is, I like the accessibility of that idea that quickly pops into my head, I can quickly put it down.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, if you're trying to spread that idea amongst a 5-piece band, it will get lost in translation, and that sound that you had in your head didn't translate, didn't come through.
Yeah.
But if it's yourself behind a production table and MIDI and controllers and software, does not take away from the musical talent and make it easier. It doesn't, because the stuff that is amazing to listen to digitally is stuff that's been worked on properly.
Yeah.
So not just like a 4/4 kick and like a couple of synths and some vocals. That's anyone can do that, you know.
When you're doing electric music, do you like to create with your tempo just off the fly, like create your own tempo, or do you follow?
Well, it depends on like what I'm. So like I said, I'm across the board with the genres in electro. So like depends what I'm feeling. So like that day or whatever, you know, if I'm feeling too like happy or I want something like really like strong or whatever, I'd maybe do like a drum bass track which is like 170 to 180 BPM, you know, and it's super fast, and it just depends on the mood, obviously. You know, you've always got something motivating you for that tune or that. Like everyone says, this is what motivated me to write the song or whatever. That's exactly it. So I don't look too deep into writing stuff. I just do what I feel at the time. Yeah. And it actually just helps with like creating tracks.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to like, sometimes you get those musical blocks before you've heard of. So you start with something and then you're doing something, but it's just not working. So the best thing to do with those tracks is close the track, close the session, either do something else or just don't carry on with music that day at all.
Yeah, no, I know that as well. You gotta just step away, otherwise you're gonna just mess up more and end up deleting the whole thing. Okay.
That's true, and it happens a lot. I mean, I think honestly, I've got about 10 tracks that aren't finished because of that. And they're on the way to being finished, and they all sound good, but it's just that it's just that thing missing, and that's like, that's where maybe I think sometimes I'm too hard on myself, but I'm not, because I know that there's a potential or an instrument or something that's missing there that I'll find and I'll put it in. Even if it's later, even if I don't release it now, even if I release it later, but it's just missing that extra, that tweak, and like that's what the hook could be, or that's what could give that track the extra push to making it sound really cool, as opposed to just cool, you know? Yeah. And that's what helps about, like what we were talking about earlier, experience, taking from people, loving music, and that motivation. I mean, that's.
And are you going to want to release like an album of your own music?
Yeah, I definitely do. I mean, I've been asked by a lot of guys, especially clients actually. Rob actually gets me to play some of the stuff when we like ahead of schedule. So he's like, me play some stuff for the clients and what you've done. And most of the time I'm like, dude, where can I buy it? I'm like, no, well, you can't buy it yet. I'm still,
just wait.
Just wait. Don't rush me.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's gonna be under Mig.
Yeah.
That's cool. And what are your dreams for the future?
It's a good question, but for now, look, I mean, I want to produce for as many artists as I can. It doesn't even have to be just electro, it could be any South African artist, and then mainly produce for myself and just become a producer who plays his stuff live. So, you know, DJs that live, but it's not known as a DJ, it's like a producer DJ. Yeah. So, you know, you don't just sit there and playlist people's songs. I want my set to be an hour and a half of my stuff. Yeah, I'll throw in some tracks that I like listening to as well. Why not? Because I mean, those are the tracks that influence me anyway, but so that's my aim. So, and then obviously grow with Robroy, which I'll be doing on this anyway.
Yeah. Just carrying on.
And it's nice challenges. We get some. It's fun, man. I mean, every day we get. Obviously, you know, agencies come in with the stuff that's trending. So it's cool to look forward to doing songs that, you know, big hits and making sound alikes or exact replicas and stuff. So
that's it. And then any message you would like to give to people? Anything you want to say?
Or really, just maybe stay humble and take advice from other musicians and producers. And that'll help a lot. Yeah.
That's it.